one day this guy was fucking brushing his hair, bro, right in the food prep area. Hey, tell me how he drops his freaking brush into one of the deep fryers, bro. Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no way.
And you best believe he wasn't about to take the unit apart. It was too early in the day, bro.
Oh,
It was
shit.
too early in the day. And
Right.
we cooked all day long with that freaking brush inside the damn fryer, bro.
All right. So here we are today, and we have a new guest. Welcome, first of all, to Shift Over. My name is George.
I'm Uncle Rich.
And today we have a guest. I know we've been having a lot of different guests from the same industry, which is the cable industry. And they've and shared a lot of the stories, which are super funny, some gross ones, and really sad ones too. So today we're gonna change it a little bit. Let me introduce
My name is Ramon.
Ramon,
Nice to meet you guys.
and he works in a completely different.
Is that your real name?
Yeah, that's my real name. I'm using the real name.
Awesome. And this is one thing that we wanted to accomplish with this podcast is that we want to be able to tell stories, but not just from one industry. We want to tell stories from every single industry. So you want to share with us a little bit, Ramon, of what background you have, where you've worked. Obviously, you don't have to use the name of the companies you work for. You can make up names of guests or customers you work with, or you can make up names for coworkers too. You can use nicknames if you're okay.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, you know what? When obviously, as old as I am now, worked in several different spots and throughout my work career, predominantly for a company that's a wholesale company.
Big box.
Big box, yeah, exactly. But obviously previous to that, probably like most of people out there, we start off with the smaller companies like fast food and all that kind of stuff. So I got we got some experience there.
Nice.
Spent a lot of the years working for, like I said, for restaurants. One in particular, chicken joint.
Like a fast food restaurant? Yeah.
Of course. So there's definitely stories throughout. From both places. For a little while, I worked both jobs. I'm not sure how it is with you guys, but I had the fortune to have kids at a young age, and that child support ain't no joke. You know what I mean? So you got to do what you got to do to maintain, to stay afloat.
Oh yeah. How old were you when you had or
17,
when the first
bro.
one was
17.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, that's really
17. Yeah. So
you
I actually, yes,
Congratulations.
Yeah. You actually became a grandpa at 38. So when you
wow.
start early, you get it going early.
Definitely.
But that's what's up.
So nice. So you definitely have a long record of retail, basically big box stores. What comes to mind? Is there any crazy story that you've always, when people come up to you, or you're at home or with family or at a party, and somebody says, "Hey man, what happened today?" Or what happened the other day, and you tell them, "Oh man, one day, this happened."
Well, there's always stories. It's just a matter of what topic you want to get into. You know what I mean? Obviously, you get the crazy customers every now and then.
Oh, definitely. Well, on that note, we have a wheel. It might, we kind of put the names and everything for the cable industry, but I think they apply, right?
I'm pretty sure, right?
Want to bring it out?
A job's a job, right? I'm sure it'll probably work its way out.
Let's see if maybe this can spark something.
Some stories or what?
Yeah, go ahead and spin it. You don't get a prize though.
Remember?
No prices, huh? Let's see what it do. Okay, so what
you get? What'd you get? Hoarders.
Hoarders.
I don't know if that kind of applies to you, but
I don't know that there's a lot of hoarding going on. In fact, we're actually contrary to that, where we,
all right, go ahead and spin
for
it
the
one more
most part,
time.
we try to keep a clean, a clean house when it comes to. Let me spin one more time. Hopefully, it doesn't land on the same thing real quick.
That's the most important thing you guys have to take care of, right?
Under the influence, huh?
Oh yeah, there we go.
Right,
have you ever had anybody under the influence? Coming into the store?
Well, not necessarily. Well, not necessarily like a customer, but we've actually had
Employees?
Oh yeah, bro. Definitely. You know what I mean? You know how it goes. I mean, I guess stress gets to them. You know, stress probably. You know, the job entails a lot of.
Well, some might work better, right? They focus,
Yeah,
right? Because they say
yeah,
drunk
exactly.
drivers drive better
yeah.
drunk when they learn to drive drunk.
That's what
I
they
don't
say,
know.
right? No, in fact, you know, I actually had this one guy that, you know, he would actually have his little setup for every time he'd get a break.
Oh, really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like, let's go take a break.
Oh,
Cheers.
definitely. Not only well, he'd go back to his car and he'd have his whole setup right there, bro.
What do you have, like a little bar?
Exactly. He'd
Little
have his little
ice
ice chest, little orange juice. You know what I mean?
Oh, no way.
Oh,
The
yeah.
whole thing.
The whole shebang, like a full out loaded bar
On a 15-minute break.
on a 15-minute break. Vámonos.
So
al
he'll be making
carrito.
cocktails. Hey,
Oh yeah.
anybody?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You got to do what you got to do, I guess, to make it through the day, right? Some people, like you said, focus a little better when they're under.
Company might appreciate them better, right? Guys working
You never
hard,
know.
those guys.
Yeah, I mean, they say it's legal, right?
Yeah.
One drink during lunch break
As
in the
long as
state of
it's-
California.
Under 0.08.
Yeah, I don't think this applies here, man, because I'm telling you, it was funny because you know this guy would literally go to his car like every single chance he'd get.
Oh, not just
50
on breaks.
Oh no, every chance he'd get. And the thing is, he had he was in a position where he could like roam outside the building
Ah,
every now and then.
yeah.
So
So he had a little more
oh yeah,
free time
it was
than
oh
most.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. He'd go
Wow.
out to his carro and he'd pull out, like I'm telling you, he had a nice little setup with like, to make like screwdrivers and stuff like that, bro.
No.
Oh, yeah.
So did everybody know this or?
No. Obviously not, dude. Otherwise, he'd be gone because to this day, he's still legit. He's still there.
Oh, nice.
He's still there. I mean, I don't know that he's doing the,
Right, the setup.
the breaks as
Yeah.
often as he used to do, but
He's
the
slowing
guy's
down-
still there,
slowing
man. So
down
he's
at a
doing,
later
doing
age.
something right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's doing something right, But yeah, definitely, people under the influence, it happens. It happens at
happens,
work
it
all the
happens.
time,
Especially, working in a retail environment, everybody comes in. You don't know how they are, what they are, right?
What they're going through.
Exactly. You don't know if they have their own setup in their car.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you, this guy, he used to do it all the time. I'm not sure if he still does, but
Mint,
definitely.
scum. Here you go. Back to work.
Ready to roll, back and roll. You know what I mean? And then obviously, the drinking part doesn't necessarily always apply towards, I'm not sure how it is with your guys' employer, but like when we do functions and stuff like that, that's usually when people get a little rowdier. under
They
the
allow
influence,
it, so
right?
so it's fine.
Yeah.
For us, in the cable industry, since we have to drive a company vehicle, it's not allowed. So anybody has a little setup like that, and somebody
Yeah,
finds out, it's kind of tough, man.
That's a
That'd be a little
no-go.
tougher to do, huh?
Yeah, I think the craziest thing is maybe smokers, like cigarettes and stuff like that. Even though they're not supposed to, there's some guys that still, have a chimney in their in their
Well,
Yeah,
vans.
it's crazy, man. Who knows what draws some of these people
Yeah,
to
exactly.
have to I guess to do this shit every day, like
I know. So, you want to spend it one more time and see what else?
yeah,
we can
let's-
come
let's-
up with?
let's- yeah, why
Yeah,
not?
let's get the-
let's see, just get some of these other stories out of the way, right?
Yeah, let's get the brainstorming going.
Maybe you Karens.
Oh, I'm sure you get a lot of those.
Well, those
Especially
yeah,
retail.
those definitely will fall more on the the customer side rather
Right.
than because I mean Karens could be anyone, right? It could be
Oh, yeah.
employees, could be, but yeah, I mean definitely. I mean one story real quick. I'm sure you guys are familiar with some of these buildings, like such as the one I work in, which is like a wholesale type of
Big
setup.
warehouses.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
obviously have
Mhm.
we have setups of demonstrations or demos, what we call,
Yes.
throughout the store, so that people can sample
Oh, yeah.
some of the product, right?
Mhm.
More than once.
More than once. In fact, so hey, some people actually use that as their meal for the day.
No way.
Yeah, they'll just on their lunch.
Lunchtime.
They'll just go
get
do a quick
full.
couple of loops around the building, and
You got your regular.
They got their meals, man.
I mean, definitely when I've been in there, I do go in there and I stayed in a line waiting until they're done. And
Well,
then,
the thing is when you're good with the people that are doing because it's a different company in itself. You know, these guys are hired from out
Third-party company.
third party, yeah,
Mhm.
exactly, to offer the
So
service.
they don't work.
They don't
there?
work for the
Oh,
company.
okay.
No, it's a different company that's hired in, and they're exclusively just to.
But
to obviously,
they usually work there all the time, right? It's the same people usually.
usually,
Yeah.
usually that's where I was going with this.
Oh,
is
okay.
A lot of the times, when you started getting good with some of these, people that are working at, you don't just get a little demo,
There's a
you get
play.
órale,
You're
llénate,
like,
you
hey,
know.
I'm gonna go on my
Get a
break,
whole-
man. Hook it up.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Got something good, they'll just load you up. Here you go.
Hey, they
I
usually
mean,
got
their
some
job
good
is to
stuff.
get rid of the stuff anyways. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's
Like, who cares who eats it,
yeah.
right? As long as they get rid of it.
When you get in good with them, you're just like they'll want to take care of you. They'll be like, hey, come over here.
Yeah, I think for me, over time it's changed because I will go in there just to, see what we can get, and get to eat or whatever. But now it really ropes me in because we're buying it now. You know what I mean? You eat it or you drink it, whatever it is. You
No,
put
it
in the
works out. It
basket.
works out because I mean that's what it's for. You get to
Yeah.
sample some of this stuff, and then all of a sudden you wouldn't think you'd buy it, and now you're buying it, you're
Right.
taking it home. But anyway, so we're into the Karens, right? So
Yeah.
what I was trying to get at is we actually had this one lady one time, dude, just obviously doing her shopping and doing her thing with the demos, and
Mhm.
one we were having a demo of some Chinese food, it's like a dumpling, right?
Okay.
So tell me why this lady all of a sudden goes up to the front office demanding all crazy demanding that we needed to buy her a new sweater, bro. Because yeah, exactly. She wanted. Oh
She
yeah.
got it dirty or what?
When she bit into the damn demo, bro. She bit into the demo, bro, and got it all over her sweater. And all of a sudden, she expects us to replace her sweater,
Oh,
man.
God.
I mean, people like that are crazy.
Yeah.
And we see them all the time, man.
But what ended up happening with her, like particularly?
Well, like anybody else, we have to take in the complaint
Yeah.
formally, like, and it just regardless of what we think personally about
But
the
was it
situation.
because it was too hot or was because it's stained?
Not well. Supposedly, what happened was when she bit into it was like a dumpling, like I'm telling you.
Yeah, they usually
So
have
it
liquid.
kind of splashed.
Okay.
So it splattered all over her sleeves, bro. Yeah, splattered all over her
Like,
sleeves.
lady, don't you know how to eat?
Exactly. It's like, and all of a
They
sudden
give you
now, hey,
napkins.
and all of a sudden now she expects,
Yeah.
the company to be liable for this.
She probably did it on purpose too.
So
Like,
it's
I
like,
don't like this sweater. Let me
stuff
go.
like that.
I want that sweater you have on sale over there.
No, but you know what? I feel like, to a sense, like we train these people to do shit like that.
Yeah.
No, seriously, because
honestly, they get groomed.
look,
even in our
no,
industry,
it's true because look at just real quick. I mean, we at our particular place we also sell gasoline.
Right.
So to tie into this somewhat, sometimes when people are pumping their gas, some people are kind of stupid when it comes to using mechanical shit. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, how many times you see people drive off with fucking
Yeah.
with the nozzle and they're still stuck in their
Exactly,
car,
yeah.
their gas tank, whatever. Anyway, so a lot of the times these people, like, I'm not sure what kind of pumper you guys are, but like when it clicks, the car's telling you, hey, listen, I'm full.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm full. That's it. Don't pump any more gas. But people are just fucking,
Keep on going until it starts coming out of the freaking
yeah, exactly. So then what happens?
God.
What happens is the gas obviously is going to come back out to
Yeah.
them. And, if they get it on their body, their clothes, whatever, the company is actually good enough to where they say, hey, don't worry. We'll take care of you. We'll replace your clothes, whatever. But
No,
lot
don't
of
everybody go out there and do that.
but that's what happens. So in a sense, like when they get wind that, okay, this company's good like that, or this, they're taking
Right.
care of their customers in such way, all of a sudden that opens up the door to pretty much everything. Like in this
Oh, yeah.
particular case with this lady, I mean, but that's a little extreme if you ask me. You know
I
what I
think
mean?
so.
Come on, man. It's like,
It's very
how is
petty.
it?
How many times do we go to the store and get something on us and we don't even think about, like, let me go complain.
Yeah,
and
you
get a new shirt.
imagine me going to, like, you get a burger and fries, and all of a sudden I got fucking ketchup on me, and I'm hitting them up. Hey, you guys got to replace my sweater because I spilled ketchup on my sweater. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's really petty.
It just, but that's the kind of people like sometimes we deal with.
Now with that, now that you're bringing that up, I've seen some people return the craziest things.
Oh my God, that's a whole other topic, bro. I mean, that opens up the door to multiple stories right now. I mean,
well,
crazy.
I've
one.
always heard that particular place will. I mean, I don't know if it's changed, but over time you hear these stories. They'll take anything back.
They do, bro. They do.
Use,
But believe me, hey, listen, real quick on that. I physically watched one person return a TV that still had the goddamn knobs on it, bro.
Oh, no way.
I swear to you, bro. It still had the dial knobs
The
on
one
it.
that you adjust?
Hey, no, listen. It was. You remember the fatback TVs?
Yeah.
Okay, so he brings back this. I mean, how do you do that? Bring back this fatback TV with the casing still made out of wood paneling, bro.
Oh, my
God. Yeah. And this happened recently, like within the last.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, how long ago have those TVs been gone? I mean, how long have they been gone for real? Like it's been at least a
Probably-
good 20 years, probably. I would
Yes,
assume,
I want
right?
to say, yeah, good
Dude,
20 years.
I saw this return happen like maybe like 5-6 years ago, bro.
Oh, wow.
and they took it.
And they took it back. They took it back. I mean, that's just the way they run their business. You know what I mean?
But they did change the policy a while back. I remember they were saying that electronics you could only
That's
30 days
exactly.
or something like
See,
that.
back then they allow that kind of stuff, and because of situations like the one I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
like people definitely
people abuse it. Yeah,
Or
that's
Super
what it
Bowl,
is.
they
Like,
buy
yeah, the TV had its good
Yeah.
run.
Oh, you've been there. You've seen it, huh?
Well, you hear it like when we go out to do what we do, and sometimes people will tell you, "I spot this for the
I'm
game."
just gonna return it.
Hey, don't ruin it because I gotta take this bad boy back. You know what I mean? It's like, man, really?
It's like luggages, right? I notice people just go buy luggages. They go to their trip, come back, and then they return them.
See, I haven't seen much of that, but now you're telling me what kind of customer you are, bro. I'm gonna be
Well,
watching out for you.
So I had a buddy that worked there, and I was telling Georgie one time that he was telling me this crazy story about. I guess this one store sold some trees, little trees,
Okay.
and he said no, that they brought it back they rented a trailer, and these are like full size, big, like kind of like palm trees,
Right,
from what
right,
you're
right.
saying, and brought them back to return them. Like, hey, I got these trees, I want to return them, and then they returned them. I couldn't wrap my head around it, but he's like, they'll return anything, and they took the trees back. Like I couldn't.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. You've seen so many like stories like that. Like you,
Yeah.
at least in my particular opinion, is like you have to have some fucking nerve, bro,
Oh,
to be able to show up to the store. You know what I mean? With some of these items that you're just like for example, mattresses, bro. You see these fools roll up with their mattresses, all kinds of stains on them and shit. And just it's like,
with the urine stain all over, big
Bro,
old
I mean, it's
freaking
like-
circle.
really?
It was like that when I bought it, right?
But that it all falls back on that though. That
Yeah.
But for certain items, obviously they've had to make adjustments over the years because,
Right.
like you're saying, definitely people will abuse. You know,
I'll tell you one.
the policies that are in place.
Yeah. Well, and I'll tell you, I've seen that abuse because one day, as I was walking in, there was a gentleman right next to us, an older fella. He had a bag on him. He was just holding it like this, and inside was like a quarter of those round lettuces. You know the round lettuces, right? It was just like
Head
a
of
quarter,
lettuce?
like a head of lettuce, but it was just like a quarter of it left.
So obviously he made his salad, basically.
Yeah, and it probably got moldy on him because he probably wasn't eating it. And I seen him holding it. I'm like, what the hell is he gonna do? So we just walked in, and then he went the other way, and then he was standing at the returns, and I'm like, oh no
Yeah,
fucking
I'm
way,
telling you.
he's gonna return a quarter of a lettuce.
Oh yeah, and they'll take it back.
Little
They'll-
ranch. Some ranch.
Oh my god! Like he pulled it out of his salad. Oh, here, I'm gonna give my money back.
Well, then it brings the question, like, what if I bought a bottle and I drank it and
No,
Okay,
alcohol.
well, liquor,
Yeah.
alcohol doesn't apply.
It's
though.
a
okay,
limit,
so-
yeah.
Yeah, so liquor. There's
So
certain. obviously there's-
I can bring back a 25-year-old TV with the knobs, but I can't turn you back a bottle.
back in the days you could. Now you know, obviously with the TVs it's also changed as well. But for some of these other items, like Georgie's saying, I mean, you can bring the wrapper, just the wrapper alone.
Oh no!
No, I'm
way.
serious.
Seriously?
I've seen people return chicken wrappers, like the chicken trays, empty chicken, no chicken, and they'll get their money
It's
back.
like the sample. I don't.
Like
I
just
don't
bring
want-
not
No,
even the bones.
I'm telling you, man, this whole thing with the returns, but like I said, it takes a special someone to have the
definitely.
nerve. You know, I'm gonna tell you one time. This is one of the crazier ones that I've seen with regard to the return policy.
Mhm.
we had this person one time return or get their money back for a trip that they purchased. Because I'm sure you guys are familiar, but
They have packages.
we have packages that we sell online for vacations. So this this individual person, they took the trip to let's just say the Bahamas or whatever, right? So they paid their trip, whatever. But it was a trip on a cruise ship, right? So, and what ended up happening is apparently they got food poisoning during their trip. So from the food from the damn.
So that was their excuse.
So they didn't really enjoy the trip, and they went and got their money back.
Oh wow!
Wow.
And did they have any proof that they got sick, or they just said, "Oh, I got sick here, I want my money back"?
It's all it's all on your hearsay or your honesty. You know what I mean?
You see, those are the kind of people that mess it up for the other people that
bad people running for the good people.
Yeah, because sometimes you do take a trip, right? So you do take a trip, you buy the package and you go somewhere, but then it ends up being that the hotel was not the right hotel that they told you, or the accommodations were not as they said in the package, right? So then you come back and say, hey, you sold me a package and that's not what I got. But then these people that are getting supposedly sick with no proof, they come back and they ruin it for everybody else.
And so the thing about, like, in this particular case is, who's to say that they didn't get sick because they just didn't know how to fucking slow down on the fucking eat, I mean, these trips, some of these trips, you got buffets and shit, So it's like, okay, but you can't really question or argue something like that. So it's like, and like you're saying, they know that this is the kind of treatment that they're gonna get, but it's like, if you have the nerve to bring it up, by all means, kudos to you, because you're gonna get your feria back. You got a free trip out of it. You know what I mean? I mean, who knows really to what extent, like you're saying, to what extent this person got.
Again, going back to what you said, it's like to go back and ask for a refund on that, you have to have you have to be a certain type of individual.
Yeah, man, because I personally I'd be embarrassed,
face,
bro.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you do that? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, what is a person getting the story thinking? Like, how do you sit there and not like, like, bro, you're full of shit. You don't look like you missed a meal, bro. You ate well.
If someone, like, for example, in this particular case with the return policy, if some of these coworkers of mine throughout the years, if they were able to talk, bro, let me tell you, man, I'm sure they would. The conversations would be a whole lot more interesting, man.
Especially the ones that work in the returns.
Oh, right? Well, absolutely.
I talk to people sometimes, and I don't know why this comes up. And I ask, hey, did you ever notice when you used to go to that particular store, they used to have like pieces of caskets on the wall, like you could pick a casket, and I thought.
Like a casket to get buried in?
Yeah, they used to have them on a rack.
Yeah, because that's all the merchandise.
It was like blinds, vacation, and a casket, and I was like, what? You know what I mean? It used to blow my line. They used to have it.
You're right on point.
That, bro.
It's funny, Richard, bring that up because you know what? Through my long period of time working for this particular company, I've obviously worked at multiple locations, but so I was in one particular location where that was one time was brought up as a complaint, bro. Because check this out, dude.
I'm fucking depressed, and I'm
coincidentally, I'm not sure who might have made the call, bro, but they hey, check this out. They put the damn casket display for right in front of like the hearing aid center. So it's like, where all the viejitos go, It's like, what are you trying to say here, bro?
Like, you got your hearing aid, but they go shopping for your casket.
Keep in mind your way out, bro.
Right.
You might want to check that out.
Because you're gonna need this in about 3 weeks. So let's knock it out. You know what I mean? This is the Silver Surfers section right here, right? But I mean, so I'm glad you remember, because people are like, nah, you're full of shit. No, it used to be there, and it was kind of morbid because you just went in for your, your hot chocolate and your head of lettuce you were gonna return, and it was like, this
take your casket.
That's so random too, is it?
No, it is, but it is, like he brought up. I'm telling you, in this particular building, it was actually one complaint was actually brought up because
and then they
it
took
was
them
the
all
stage.
down.
It was no, but they didn't take them down, but they had to relocate the display, because it wasn't,
It wasn't jolly.
yeah, come on, bro. How are you gonna put it like right in front of where
Yeah.
predominantly most of the elders go to,
Yeah.
to
the
do their
audience they
business?
were reaching.
But I guarantee you, in corporate, that's exactly what they were thinking. Is like, hey, seniors are gonna go here to buy their hearing aids. Hey,
Definitely, man.
buy a casket for somebody you know.
Oh my
2 for 1.
Hey, it's it's all
man.
part of marketing, right?
Ouch.
So, in you want to tell the audience what is it that you normally do on your day to day?
Well, for me, in particular, nowadays, well, I've had obviously multiple positions throughout my career there, but as of late, my particular spot is I'm the basically the repairman.
So you do the displays, the stuff that's
I put up all displays. I do all the repairs throughout the building. Stuff
so
that
some
break,
of them look
the maintenance, the painting, just about everything throughout that's
you're their handyman.
they're handyman. Exactly.
go.
That's in a nutshell. That's pretty much the best way to describe it.
Nice.
So
But you've tried all different things, right? I'm
yeah,
guessing.
I've done my fair share throughout the whole store. I mean, I started off as a bag boy, you can say.
Mhm.
So you start off as a bag boy, and then you work your way, through the different departments.
Yeah.
I've done, through in the food area. I've done, I've even done, pulling shopping carts out in the parking lot. The merchandise section. I actually ran the tire center for a long time.
Oh, okay.
So that one was crazy because there's a lot of you're dealing with people's property in that
It's
particular
busy
area.
too all the time, right?
Oh yeah, but
Do they return tires?
oh, absolutely, bro. those were battles on the daily, man.
How bad?
Especially because obviously, like anyone that owns a car, you have to know that cars require maintenance, right?
Right.
Same thing goes with their tires, right?
Yes.
You have to be responsible to a certain extent.
You got to rotate them and all
Exactly.
that. Yeah.
You gotta keep, you gotta stay on point with if you want, because that's traditionally how these warranties, like for tires, in the tires case,
Mhm.
that's how how they're
Yeah.
warranted. Is you gotta maintain them
Mhm.
for you to retain a active, valid warranty.
Right.
For how they sell them for X amount of time or X amount of mileage or whatever.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
and most of the battles on the daily were over those situations.
More like, hey, the front ones are
People,
really
yeah,
worn
like,
down.
or their car was just fucked up. You go get new tires, but you don't do an alignment, and then all of a sudden your tires are shot a couple months down the road.
Not your
Like, why is
tires,
it just
sir.
the front ones?
Your car's a piece of
It's the truth. It's like
I can't fix this shit, sir.
Go get another car. Come back next month.
yeah, but that's kind of what it is with that portion of the business. Most of the dilemmas there were related to the lack of people keeping up with their own stuff. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? For the most part, stuff that's sold, I mean, manufacturing companies are not gonna put a stamp on something without them having done some trials on them and knowing that
Testing.
their shit's gonna be good for that.
Yeah, that's why they put the warranties.
Exactly.
They give you the information. This is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they test those on good cars, not the people
That's
from the hood. You know.
Well, yeah, they get them right out of the dealer, or they borrow them right from brand
Yeah,
new
bro.
ones.
But that's kind of what it
I'm
is.
sure it's a 15 and 16 inch rim.
It's like, so you're big on lowriders, right?
Oh yeah.
So it's not like, yeah, hey, I was just hopping my lowrider and this tire popped.
Yeah.
Like, but don't go hopping your lowrider. That's not part of the
It
warranty.
it's just a different thing over there. Everything's pretty much because of liability. Obviously, most people. We live in a world where we're looking for somebody to be responsible for everything.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Goes back
More
to the
so this state.
it goes back to the story earlier about the damn demo. It's like, but it applies pretty much everywhere. So, you see a company with fucking deep pockets,
Oh yeah,
and
gotta
you
take advantage of it.
you want to be like, hey, you know what? If something happens,
Or at least
here-
wonder why they don't fix the basket with a wobbly wheel. I mean, come on, bro. Why don't get the one that stops?
hey, now you're talking about what I do, bro. Now you're putting me, putting me on blast right here.
Go
huh?
fix those 10 carts over there.
Nah. Oh shoot!
And then Ramon will be over there. Hey, they watch a guy that's what do they call them now? They're not homeless anymore. They're unhoused. Hey, here, take this one.
Unhoused, huh? Is that the new term?
Yeah,
Unhoused,
That's the correct.
yeah. It's the proper term.
You're gonna go through the door.
right?
Why do you have to? There's another alternative store to where you work,
Right.
and I guess they're the same. You get to the door and hey, I gotta see this membership. I gotta see this card, or you can't come in. Like who the fuck? Who's gonna go in this store? Like how many years you've been around? I don't know if people gonna go through and shop through the whole store and then show up without a membership. Does that happen? And if not, why are you demanding my? Sometimes it's left in the car. I don't have it, but it seems like it's a big thing, especially at the alternative. There's a person there that I'm telling you, she will not let you in unless you show this card. And I just trying to understand, do you get people that I guess don't know, and they fill up a card and then come in there, oh, I don't have a membership.
No, you really don't. I mean, the reality is everybody knows that you're joining a club.
Right.
It's a club store. You know what I mean?
So
So,
what's the purpose of like you having someone there? Not that I don't want to knock it. I would like to have that job and just stand there, but I'm just saying, what is the
It's
purpose
thoughtful.
of having that person there? Like I got to see this card.
well, I'll tell you the real purpose of the greeter per se, right? It's not necessarily to be like you're saying, demanding that that you demonstrate that you're actually that you
Okay.
belong in the store or that you're able to shop at the store or whatever. It's more so to keep tally on the people that are coming into the building, so that when you're gonna go check out, that the staff is correct for the amount of volume that we have throughout the building. That they're
Yeah,
gonna
'cause I
be
see
coming
'em
up.
clicking.
Yeah, that's all it really is.
They click the numbers.
Yeah, they keep tally on the amount of people that are coming in through the door. That way, they relate that information to the people that are ringing everybody up to leave.
Mhm.
So that way they're ready. I mean, I'm sure you guys will probably. It doesn't probably work in your guys' opinion or in you guys' eyes, because I'm sure you've seen how busy these fucking
hurdle like
places.
cattle down that line.
And it doesn't. But that's really one of the main reasons why they do it. Is they're trying to.
It makes sense.
They're
So
trying to
the
prep
theory
for-
sounds good, but it
It doesn't always work out.
But that
Yeah.
makes good sense.
It
I just
doesn't
wanted to-
always work
yeah.
out, but that's kind of the concept. Is they
All
want to
right,
be
cool.
ready for the people that are coming in,
Mhm.
so that when it's time for them to leave, they can get them out real
Yeah.
quick, take care of them, ring them up.
And concept is the right word because it is a concept, but when they tally up and they're like, oh, there's like 5,000 people in the store, do I tell these people not to come in?
No. It's like
They
I'm
don't do
telling
it.
you,
They
it's,
don't do it.
it's more
Yeah.
related towards that, because
know.
obviously it's like a circle. People are coming out
That's
and
the
people are
tactic.
coming in.
Yeah.
I mean, there's at any given time there's going to be a good amount of people in the building,
Yeah.
but it's rotating. So
And also it's for probably their I mean, they obviously at the end of the day they look at that little thing and say, oh, today we had these many people.
correct.
The next day, oh, we had these many people.
It's all planning, bro. It's all for
Exactly.
planning purposes, really. But yeah, like to answer your question, Richard, they're asked. It's part of the policy because it is a club. It's like going to the gym. You know what I mean? You don't go to the gym and you can't get in unless you have a
You
membership.
got to show the membership.
So you have to show it. That's kind of the policy. But I mean, yeah, is it some of these guys make it a bigger deal than what it is. Yeah, all the time.
I'm just mad, bro, because the wheel don't spin on my car.
Yeah, but like I'm telling you, most of that is it's for planning purposes to try to
Makes sense.
take care of the customers.
Mhm.
You know,
According- yeah.
exactly,
I like it.
exactly.
Let me ask you, have you ever worked at the any of the food areas?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And-
I did I probably put in about 2 years in one of the food areas.
The pizza. Oh, nice. So you know how to make pizza?
Oh yeah,
Oh, good.
oh yeah. I'll toss that
The dough.
dough in the sky. And
Ah,
everything,
what?
yeah.
Spin it.
Also, they
Like
make
a
they
pro?
make it. It's not like frozen, brought in.
Well, the doughs are pre made in ball, like in a ball. The dough's pre-made, but they come in like little balls that are already that
So
that
it's
keeps
just
it
ready to spread out.
correct.
to
And
open up.
we have a piece of equipment that'll press the dough to you know, to make the tortilla.
Did you guys ever have any rodents? Because I know that's in the wheel infestations.
I saw that as one of your
and
topics.
I know it's probably like
check this out, dude. At one of the locations that I was at,
not the one you're on now, but different one.
Yeah. Okay. So they actually had. I'm sure if you noticed, some of the buildings have an indoor food area.
Yes.
And some have outdoor food area. Well, obviously, the outdoor food area stores are exposed to more of the environment, bro. Yeah. More of the the wildlife. And one time, the food. The soda dispenser. Those are outside.
Right.
They just get locked up at night, but it's just basically
they're open all day.
Yeah, it's a roll-up door. You just bring it down at night and open it. But so, anyways, on one of these locations, one time, people started complaining about a little bit of smell. It's like, okay, what's going on right here? I'm getting this little funky smell in this.
That's a new flavor, sir.
So then,
the
obviously,
matches the smell.
I don't know about the taste, Georgie, but the smell. Obviously, after a few days, the more days went by, the stronger the scent got. So, obviously, me being part of what I do is, this falls within my realm of the job,
your jurisdiction.
Exactly. So then they tell me, okay, go investigate real quick. So then sure enough, I go over there, start looking around, snooping around, and man, everything appeared to be
tip top.
Yeah, I mean the dispenser were working good. Everything looked intact. No obvious, point of entry or anything like that, right? But I don't understand. I mean, obviously they're animals, and it's like every other any other living being. They're just trying to survive, right?
Right.
So what ends up happening is, I take a look around behind one of the ice making units, right? And I see a little bit of fuzz coming out from one of the, how they have, like, the panels have, they have openings for the ventilation.
But it wasn't a jacket for the machine.
No, so I'm looking at it like, oh, damn, there's freaking fur coming out this place right here. So then I go to open it up, and there was a fucking squirrel in there, bro.
Wait, inside?
Inside the damn ice making unit.
Dead or alive?
Dead already, bro. Because it started to smell, Georgie. Come on.
Yeah.
So then I guess apparently this little bugger decided to find probably refuge in a warm place, and what better spot than the ice making machine of this
and then
unit.
The daytime turn on. Boom.
Exactly. As soon as it started getting warm, as soon as it started getting warm, that machine started pumping out, and the smell would start to come out. And luckily, obviously, it wasn't touching any of the.
It wasn't touching the ice.
It wasn't touching anything that comes in contact with the customers. But nonetheless, I mean, it
was there.
It was there, bro.
It happened.
It was, and then it obviously people get grossed out over stuff like that. Nobody wants that near, especially food stuff.
Exactly, because people right away think, is it in my drink? Is it in the ice? Is it
right away, man? Right away. But we've been. I mean, obviously, there's other. It's like every other business, If the cleanliness is not thorough, I mean, stuff's gonna happen, man.
And those are little things that nobody can control. That who's gonna tell a little squirrel, hey, don't get in there? And nobody's there to like get a broom and get it out of there. Right?
It's crazy because they kind of follow each other. You know what I mean? Like soon after that incident happened, you could see that there was droppings in the area again.
In the same area.
In the same area. So then, in this particular case, we went in there and we caught it on time. The animal was still there alive.
Was it a squirrel?
Yeah, another squirrel. Oh, and we got it out. And
tell their homies, hey, this is a good spot to hide.
That's what it is. It's like I'm telling you, these are little animals that are probably just trying to find refuge in a nice, cozy little spot. And what better spot than where it's nice and warm during the winter?
What'd you guys do with the other one?
Well, we had to dispose of it. We had to dispose of it. Probably, you try to do it the proper, way.
Give him a good send off.
Hey,
We'll just throw it in the trash can, bro. Just dump it out real quick. See what happens.
But
you
it
know?
happens. I mean, people know me, right? Especially at work or even in family. I'm one of those people that get a little bit bothered by that once I see it, and it stays in my mind. But people like to say it happens everywhere, and I get it, but it's just I'm not seeing it. I don't know what's going on back there. He's picking his nose, French toast out of the shorts. You know what I mean? But as long as I don't see it,
Now that, hey, listen, we're not touching on that subject. Let me tell you a little story from. Okay, so this is before earlier. I told you obviously I've done other jobs, whatever.
Right.
We one of my first jobs when I was a younger kid, was working for a fast food joint, chicken joint.
Yeah.
So
was the chicken orange?
No, it wasn't orange, bro. But let me just say that it had some spices and herbs.
Okay.
Hey, 11 to be more specific, bro.
Okay.
So anyway, but check this out. So back then, obviously, we're young, whatever. And
It's your
a
first
couple,
job,
when you
you're
first
learning.
get your first jobs, especially in the food industry, or like the fast food industry, you usually get, a couple of the homies to join in, Hey, they're hiring right here, Kyle, And sure enough, I had a couple of the homies that we used to work in this particular place together, right?
Mhm.
And one day, he's one of my best friends from when we were kids,
Mhm.
and we obviously worked there together for a little bit. And one day, this guy was fucking brushing his hair, bro, right in the food prep area. Hey, tell me how he drops his freaking brush into one of the deep fryers, bro. Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
No way.
And you best believe he wasn't about to take the unit apart. It was too early in the day, bro.
Oh,
It was
shit.
too early in the day. And we
Let it
cooked,
ride.
we cooked all day long with that freaking brush inside the damn fryer, bro.
So when you handed over the order, enjoy.
Enjoy the chicken, man.
Hey, but it kills all the bacteria.
Something that's real special today.
Oh man, it's bad, but I'm sure there's probably a million stories like that out there, right? With people working some of these establishments.
Oh, definitely.
And then we, this was obviously at our younger, years, and we had a ton of fun working at these places, man. With stuff like that going down, and it wasn't not necessarily just bad, but even just messing around with,
Well, I got a story when I was young too, and I was probably like 19. It was my second job. I worked for one of the retailers like you did for the competition, right? And I used to work nights. So I used to come in at 10 o'clock at night, and my shift would end at 6 p.m. or no, 6 a.m. So 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. And I would work in the freezers, stocking the freezers. And sometimes the supervisor was like, hey, are you guys hungry today? I'm like, yeah, you're buying lunch, right? Because, it was our lunch basically, but it was night. So, oh, you're buying lunch? Yeah. Look, this box fell over there. It was full of burritos. I hear everybody gets a burrito.
Oh, yeah.
You get a burrito. You get a burrito.
Those are the fun days right there, bro. Yeah, especially because you're saying if you're working nights, though, there's really no places open for you to go buy food anyway.
Yeah, it was just Jack in the Box and Del Taco.
That's it.
And going every day. Yeah, I mean, otherwise you would have to take your own lunch, right? But those things, like I remember if something fell out of a pallet or the box was just broken and ripped, and we had to throw them away.
Hey, and you guys seriously didn't need them? Nothing?
No, we ate them.
Oh, you did eat them? I thought you were going to throw them.
No, the package. So
did they really fall, or did you shove them down?
I don't know what he did. I don't know what he did. He just came in with
that happens too, man.
He just came with the ripped box and said, here, you guys get a burrito. But the thing is,
if I'm getting busted, you're getting busted. There you go.
Well, hey, you're the supervisor.
Hey, because you know what? Working at night does open the door to a lot of shady shit. I'm telling you. I'm going to tell you because I'm going to tell you a story about this. Used to be a manager. He's not with the company obviously anymore, but he used to do the night shift, the early shifts, where obviously it's like I'm telling you, just opens the door to a lot more possibilities,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
If you like to be, you know, if you like to be a little largo, you know. So the story goes like this, man. This guy got in trouble because um, he got busted taking, back in the days there was DVDs, movies.
Ah.
So so what happened was one day this guy was showing pictures of his house, and I don't know who thinks of all this shit up, but it happens, bro. Trust me. So he's showing pictures of this random party that he threw at his pad, and how happy, blah blah blah. And he's showing pictures, and all of a sudden somebody else notices the background of the pictures. And he said, "God damn, you have a pretty nice little selection of movies, bro." And he's just like, and all of a sudden, dude, I don't know how or why they would have thought of that. They go and they research his freaking shopping history, bro. Well, fuck, he hasn't bought anything and shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, well, sure, he could have bought it somewhere else.
Yeah.
But that just opened the door to, it opened the question up to, okay, do we have to watch this fucking guy? Because
Right.
obviously he has access when nobody has access to all this stuff.
Yeah.
Right? And sure enough, bro, they set up like a little sting operation and shit.
Oh.
Yeah,
They caught him.
It's funny because look at how simple or how innocent something became of nothing, bro. Like,
And the worst part is the one that he showed the video to of his house, because he's the one that ratted him
you
out.
know what I'm saying, bro? It's bad, bro. But
Oh,
these are
Yeah.
just. I mean, I'm sure there's
He probably
stories like
didn't
that
hook
with
him
you
up
guys,
some
right?
DVDs.
You right?
Oh yeah.
I don't want to imagine that it just happens like where I have it happened to work in the past, but because I'm telling you, some people just where you least expect it. Like I'm
Yeah.
telling you, in this particular case, one picture, dude, pretty much pulled his cover, pulled his covers, and the guy was gone
Yeah.
after that because they stay.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why you gotta be careful what you put on social media now and they still.
Oh man, you're not kidding.
Yeah.
I think we're actually more vulnerable now with how exposed everybody is with
yeah.
cameras
I think
everywhere.
You see that a lot too, where like that situation, that scenario where people have a picture, whether it's a story on news, TV, or you're hearing it, it's a picture, but no one's even looking at the focal point. It's like
Some other
what's
people are
going around,
yeah,
in the
around,
background,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, and that's how you get
noticing all that stuff, right?
That's me. Oh, that's me.
That's crazy. Hey, what is that? Huh?
No, but even then, you'll post something on online, like social media, like, I'm on a trip, I'm gonna be here a whole week or whatever, and then you come home and everything's missing.
Well, see,
that's
that-
your downfall.
Hey, well, check this out though. See, the thing is that this guy had a tendency of getting in trouble anyways.
Ah, okay.
Because now that you're talking, or we touched on backgrounds,
Right.
here's a background story for you real quick. And it's funny because
Maybe you should have led with that.
no, some people, like some of the stuff you really, like Richard's saying, only certain people catch onto certain things. So this guy, the same guy who got in trouble. So check this out. So obviously we're all having a good time, getting our lunch in the break room. I'm sure you guys have a break room. So our break room is usually set up with, well, it used to be, now it's different, but it used to be set up with vending vending machines and, tables, and everybody would get, their lunch and get in there or whatever. And one particular morning, we're all having lunch, and this guy that we're talking about happened to be in there, and this real good-looking girl, she comes up to the break room, right? And she goes up, normally just to go get a little snack, goes up to the vending machine, and she's putting in her money, trying to make a selection, right? Well, meanwhile, this guy behind her, she was real good-looking and fine, so this guy's behind her doing motioning obscene gestures.
Oh, in front of other.
Well, basically showing off for everybody that was in, all the other guys that were in the break room, right? Just doing, obviously, you know what I'm talking about, the kind of motions I'm talking about.
He got in trouble for.
Well, she was watching them on the reflection of the damn vending machine the whole time, bro.
That's even worse.
So he got in trouble for that, bro.
Wow.
So obviously it was easy once they found out after the fact about the
They kind of already had him kind of on the
he
radar.
was already on the slippery
Yeah,
slope, bro.
yeah.
But because of that, you know what I mean? So it's like talking, you know, background. Just caught him on the background, bro.
Enjoy that DVD.
Yeah, enjoy your DVDs.
But yeah, man, I'm telling you, there's stories, dude. Just random stories like that. But,
Oh, definitely.
See,
You
my
know?
mind, and I apologize, but my mind's still thinking of that brush sitting in the grease spot. You know what I mean? I'm like,
oh yeah, man, that was
That's 'cause he's a
had an-
germaphobe.
right? That's what I'm saying. I'm
had an
telling you,
additional couple spices that day added to the chicken, man.
Well, it wasn't just 11; it was like 22 spices with the gel. That wasn't the.
Oh yeah.
a little bit of Aussie, a little bit.
Oh hell no!
Oh
Some
yeah,
hair
man. but-
dander.
oh
That's why we started the show Shift Over, because we want people to share their stories from, you know, the other side. Like again, we always see reviews from people saying, "Oh, I went to this store and this is what I saw," or "This technician came to my house," or "This plumber came to my house and this is what I saw." Now, that's why we wanted to do Shift Over, because now people can hear from the other end, from us, from when we go to a house, what we see. So, on that note, Ramon,
The
we
reaction
wanna-
from the other end, basically,
yeah.
right?
So we want to thank you for coming.
Yeah, and I appreciate the invite,
And
man.
I know you have a
Definitely.
lot more stories to
Oh,
tell
yeah.
us.
Oh, yeah.
You know, 40 some, 50
Yeah,
some
yeah.
minutes is not enough.
No, you know, I
And-
enjoyed the time here with you guys, man. It was
Okay.
We're
fun.
gonna come back. We're gonna
Definitely
give us some
fun.
more stories.
Oh,
Oh,
definitely.
absolutely.
And
man.
then, our drinks are running low already, so
That's it.
it's about that time to
Yeah.
go.
Sounds good.
So, cheers.
Salud, salud.
Till the next time.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks for
Anything
the
else,
invite.
Richard, you got?
No, yeah, I'm good. I think that was a good spin-off. I enjoyed it. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm
Hope
sure.
you come
I'm
back.
sure. You know, like you're saying, if you guys are expanding, you know, outside of your guys' realm a little bit, I'm sure you know your audience will soon catch on even more.
Definitely. So
and
that's
'cause-
the goal. We're
It's all informational, right?
Right? And at least
That's
I know
it.
who to go to complain with that damn wheel on the card. I'm gonna go look for you, bro.
Yeah.
So to listen to more stories, please subscribe, share, and definitely like. And let us know in the comments if you want to hear any more. We know a lot of people from other industries, so if you want to listen to any particular stories from any other industry, please go ahead and comment and let us know. And either Richard and I will try to bring somebody else, like we brought Ramon from a whole different industry than just the cable industry. And thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Shift over.
Thank you.